Alright. Still sort of far.
At the checkpoint in the slums. The code
Log
is
canisters, I like those too.
Thanks a lot. That'll be useful.
You're welcome. I think I owe you a favor anyway.
I'll check back when I found some. Before I leave, could you give me a rundown of this place again? I don't remember half the stuff about how the city works. Well, let's do this, because we'll give you a background in case you don't know.
Could you give me a rundown of this place again? I don't remember half the stuff about how the city works.
Think of Forum Planet like the Matrix. It's a huge computer-generated illusion created to let people meet in a virtual environment and have enlightened discussions. Somewhat like a computer game. Most people here are real people, but some of them are just computer-generated clones, like the security guys in the lobby downstairs. There are many different cities on Forum Planet, all ruled by small groups of volunteers. They're all called something with Planet. When people refer to Planet Half-Life, or PHL for short, they're talking about Planet Half-Life Forum City, for example. Saying Forum City could pretty much mean any of the cities on the planet, but the name generally refers to the city the speaker lives in. So if you hear somebody around here saying Forum City, you can assume he means Planet Deus X Forum City, and not PHL or Halo Planet.
The planet doesn't consist solely of cities though, does it?
No, of course not. Each city is more like a city-state with a surrounding and often extensive countryside. PHL has a lot of hilly countryside, with many roads good for driving around in buggies, for example. The environment around PDX Forum City consists mostly of mountains and cliffs, with the occasional highway, well-guarded factory,
how appropriate.
And top-secret research complex.
Let's see. And PDX is also the name of a group of volunteers who run this Forum City.
And PDX is also the name of the group of volunteers who run this Forum City.
Planet Deus
Exactly.
X.
Despot is the official leader of the city, the administrator. He's got almost divine powers, admin powers. Nobody knows how he got them. In fact, we don't know much about Despot at all. We don't even know where he is. We only ever hear from him occasionally when he sends out a PM or a bulletin, and he never uses an avatar for his PMs.
Yeah, I remember that. And you, King Cashew, and Diablo, you're the moderators, which means you're invulnerable and have the ability to ban and control people. Isn't that the
Moderators
way it goes?
can't be killed.
It's a fair trade. We get a lot of responsibility and difficult duties, and in return, Despot makes us invulnerable. You have to remember that everyone here has an account which determines his appearance. The longer you've been here, the cooler your appearance. And when you kill someone, or frag them, or flame them, or whatever, they lose their accounts. As moderators, we have the power to ban someone entirely from ever creating a new account on these forums again, by sending them into a sort of limbo called ban space. I can name you quite a few people who would do anything to gain the position of a moderator. That's why we were so surprised when you turned down the nomination.
Yeah, so Trescon could have been a moderator, but he decided not to be. So I can only access downtown, corporate, and slum districts of the city?
I bet it did. So you say I can only access the downtown, corporate, and slum districts of the city?
Yes, because we chose to lock down the city. You shouldn't need to go anywhere else though. Sols is here in downtown. PDX headquarters are in a building in the corporate district not far from the World Corp building. We used to be in a larger building, but it was blown up a few days ago, so we've moved the administration to the old GITM construction building.
The old HQ was blown up? By whom?
DXO, of course.
That stands
Some
for
people
Deus
claim
Ex
it's an accident,
Online.
but we're pretty sure it's deliberate. They usually don't kill people, but they've been growing increasingly
Guess
ruthless
that's a
recently, so I
competing
wouldn't put it past
forum
them
or
to arrange
something.
something like that.
Was anyone killed?
Just the driver. It was a car bombing and seems the explosive went off before he could clear the blast area.
Alright. Still sort of far out though.
Yeah, I suppose it is. Something like that certainly wouldn't have happened back in the old days. Things have changed.
Alright. Thanks for the briefing. I'll get going now. I'll think about your offer.
I'm sure Cashew would love you to stop by the HQ and have a chat with him about it. Good luck, Tresca.
Okay, now, remember he said that the longer you've been in the forum, the cooler you look. Notice how his appearance is, you know, very, very complex compared to just the average dudes that you see in the street. You'll see that a lot. That's one of the cool aspects of this mod, is that, you know, the important people in it actually looks significantly different from everybody else. So they try to differentiate the looks more than they did in the original game. And also how intricate and ornate you look also affects, or rather it's related to how powerful you are. So the longer you've been here, the more power you have, and a lot of these people you meet actually have mods of their own. I'm sure Phasmatis does, although I don't know what they are. And he's got himself an Xbox 360.
Like I said, you can start by asking around in Souls. At least you should be able to pick up on what's changed since you left.
He's watching King Cashew on Planet Deus Ex News. What's that say? Cheese crisis escalates. Spokesperson panics. And Spanx negotiator. What's that game? Leon. Maybe that's a book.
What did you do that for?
Yeah, you turn off his TV, he's not happy.
Hey,
You can also put on Deus Ex music. And putting on the theme song. Wikipedia, simulacrum. A simulacrum is a Latin word originally meaning a material object representing something, such as an idol representing a deity or a painted still life of a bowl of fruit. By the 1800s, it developed a sense of mere image, an empty form devoid of spirit, and descended to a species of fallow representation. Yeah. Here's KOTOR 2, in case you're a fan of that. Tool. I bet I could read this if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. I could probably read that. If you want to read it, just pause the video and you can read it, I guess. Internet Terminology Manual. Okay. Yeah, I don't need that. Neither do you, probably. Okay, so here's let's throw this chair at him. I don't like you.
have you completely forgotten how to behave like a professional?
I guess he does react to that. Okay, so let's see what his password is. Here's code to his safe. Account number... I don't remember where I got that from. Did he give me that? No, I guess that's if I want to withdraw some money from an ATM. Yeah, okay. Phasmatis, Anti-Theus. Type in that first. I might have gotten the password wrong. Oh, shit, I got the password wrong, didn't I? I think I left out an I. Yes, I did leave out an I. I've never noticed this version of the Deus Ex theme. It sounds kind of cool. Alright, from Trescon. I'll be there in a few hours. That's me. That's what I sent to him myself. So this is just his email asking me to come and look for Deus Diablo. We have kidnapped your forum moderator because we need him for a very important job. Sorry for the inconvenience. We hope you understand. That's from Phasmatis, from an anonymous sender. And that was forwarded to Despot. And I guess the reply back was, well, fuck. Mercedes. How's my personal moderator doing today? Are you very busy with work? See, we're closing early today because the lockdown is killing business. Nudge, nudge. So I thought you might want to come over and have a drink when we have all the club to ourselves. Hugs and kisses. Yeah, I'll print that out. Now that's another thing that's cool, is that when you read emails and they have some important thing in there like a password or something, you don't have to memorize it or write it down. You can print out the email and then you can pick up the paper that you just printed and it will be stored in your notes. Application, what's that? Chat client. I don't know if that's an actual chat, like that actually works. Tetris? No, I don't feel like playing that. Okay. Now, let me show you how that works. See, I pick that up, and that email is now in my notes. I need some more stuff. I could really use a charger, or a riot prod. Here's some guns, I guess. Let me see if he's got anything else to say to me.
Deus Diablo is an extremely important part of the PDX community. If we don't have him, who knows what DxO or those weird cults may do.
Let's look in this kitchen, see if there's any food to steal. Nice painting, I guess. And, I forget what his name is. Technology today. But now you've seen the TV ads for WorldCorp's new line of universal storage media, the data screen. Data screen, as the name implies, have one major improvement over the old data cubes, built-in displays. This is a stark advantage over the previous bring-your-own-screen or augmented neural interface data cube model, even if the display is quite small. You'd be justified in thinking data screen is basically a fancy name for PDA, but if you're expecting to pick up a fully featured PDA for 40 credits, you'll be sorely disappointed. The data screen has very limited firmware and input option and is really only good for two things: storing data and viewing or listening to that data. So I guess that's a game update on the data cubes that were in the original Deus Ex and always had the passwords and stuff stored in them. Soy food, beer, soda, and rice bags. What are rice bags for, you ask? I think I will get a chance to show you that. Chemicals, skizzers. Take and use those. I think that rice bags are for a non-lethal weapon. If you hit somebody in the head with one, I think there's like a rice bag launcher in this game. It's been a while since I played it, and I've only played it once. Turn on the lights. There's me again. Let's take a med kit and scissors. Well, I guess I can use those scissors. No, I can't. Let's take a shower. Okay, we're clean. That's the toilet paper, apparently. There's a party with, that's King Cashew and Phasmatis, and that might be Deus Diablo right there, I can't remember. He looks a little bit like Walton Simons in that picture, though. Aha! Augmentation, whatever, bioelectric cell. And pistol ammo. The most ubiquitous ammo in the game. For the crappiest weapon, of course. Just wouldn't be right otherwise.
You have 1 new messages.
We need to talk. The curfew was a good start, but with Deus Diablo gone, we're not going to be in charge of this city much longer. Report in at the new HQ when you hear this. I'll set some things in motion in the meantime. I'll see you there.
We are going to meet the owner of that voice in this game. He's a very important character. Is there something under that pillow? We found a combat knife. So we've picked up a crap load of melee weapons here. And I'm always on the lookout for Easter eggs. There's Forum City. What a lovely place it is. Let's get the canister out of here. What's the code again? 3467. 3467. Here we go. Naturally, Augs in Forum City have nothing to do with biology. Like everything else on Forum Planet, they're simply a visual representation of some element of a cyber reality. In the case of augmentations, it should probably be emphasized that all the various parts of Forum Planet have some sort of means to upgrade your account. Otherwise, what would be the point of veteran status? The general approach is to use elements from the game associated with each city. Planet Quake has power-ups, Planet Warcraft has resources, Planet Neverwinter has skills and feats, and Planet Deus Ex has skills and Augs. If a PDX Forum City citizen were to travel to Planet Quake or Planet Unreal, he might be shocked to realize that his precious Augs had been converted to power-ups. Of course, they were turned back into augmentations upon his return to PDX. So that's how they, they come up with a game explanation for all of the stuff from the original Deus Ex. And I think I can use this